All right, recently I just finished my first Lovecraft story. It was, of course, called Cthulhu, or however you pronounce it. And overall, I did enjoy it. Um, for the most part, I'll get into the specifics here. So, um, from the outset, I did enjoy the creepy undertones as this guy kind of does his investigations, right? Like discovering these subtle hints and kind of building on this creepy cult that is being cited. Like it starts out with, and there will be spoilers here because it's just a short story. Just go read it. With like the subtle hints of this guy getting dreams and he doesn't know where it comes from, and then finding out that there's this cult, and and slowly building on that information, and you don't entirely understand what's going on. I also like the prose style. It was like somewhat archaic, the way he described things. Like the sentences tended to be longer, and just kind of created this feel, this archaic feel. I don't know if that was intentional, because I mean, Lovecraft was about a century ago, right? So maybe that's just how people wrote back then. I don't know. Now that said, there were some critiques, but let me get one more positive out of the way. That is, Lovecraft's known for, I guess, the horror of the unknown, like this creepy, like incomprehensible terror that's beyond us. And I thought that was the best element of the story. Now that said, ironically, I think he kind of lost it by the end, right? Like I've heard enough about Lovecraft to know that people often misunderstand how Lovecraftian horror is adopted, right? Where they think that Cthulhu is just this big monster with tentacles, right? And they fail to capture the incomprehensible aspect. So yeah, in the beginning, there was that aspect, of course. But ironically, by the end, I think Lovecraft himself kind of lost that. Because by the end, there literally was this action filmy sequence where the monster itself comes after one of the narrators in the story. And which I just found it weird. I was like, I thought this wasn't what Lovecraft was about. And it really did lose the incomprehensible aspect. Even though, like, he was describing this unknowable creature coming at him. I was like, you shouldn't have brought the creature into some, like, physical form at all, right? They shouldn't have been chasing after him at all. Like, maybe the cult of people should have chased after him, and Cthulhu's influence should be kind of, like, over and above. But the second he introduced... excuse me. The second he introduced this this monster as this entity that's going to chase down the protagonist, or one of the protagonists, it really did lose that feel, the Lovecraftian feel, even though it was Lovecraft himself, and that was just weird. Yeah, I don't know how to place it other than that. I guess one last comment. This is not necessarily a critique so much as it is a lament. I thought this could really have been served by with a, what is it called, an epistolary format, where it's like combining all the notes. And technically, it's kind of like that, but like the story itself is just like this after effect account of one person, where he's like recounting all of these investigations that other people have done, right? And he occasionally quotes some of the people he's investigating. But I thought it would have been even more interesting if it literally was just a collection of notes from all these different people that was compiled by someone, but that someone isn't literally writing the entire account, or like 99% of it. Again, that's not like a serious critique, so leave that, you can leave that aside. But yeah, I think that's the overall idea. Wasn't bad. I didn't love it, but I'm going to probably read more Lovecraft here. I I can't remember the name of the next one, but I'll probably put up a video about that one too.